It's my great honor to introduce the next inductee into the FAA Hall of Fame. The FAA Hall of Fame was established in 2005 to recognize individuals for their long-term service and accomplishments to the Florida Apartment Association and the apartment industry as a whole. I've been involved as a member of the Apartment Association of Greater Orlando and the Florida Apartment Association for 23 years. I've known and worked side by side with this individual for 15 of those years. I've seen many great association volunteer leaders, association executives, suppliers, and inductees into the Hall of Fame, and this individual stands at the top. I won't give you a list of the complete resume because his accomplishments would take too long. However, I will say this person has had a lasting impact throughout Central Florida, the state of Florida, and nationally. He is so well-rounded in the industry that he has won national awards from NAA for Leasing Professional of the Year and twice for excellence in association branding and communications. He has been a continual leader on the FAA Board of Directors and at NAA, and he's a current faculty member of the NAA Education Institute. This individual is a visionary, task-oriented, and objective-focused leader who has continually made FAA a better association. He's a tireless worker who excels at building teams and is dedicated to helping others achieve personal and group goals. He has a personal desire and talent to seek out future leaders and mentors them to achieve great success. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the newest member of the FAA Hall of Fame. You don't even know who you're cheering for yet. He is the CEO of the Apartment Association of Greater Orlando, Mr. Chip Tatum.
Thank you. In the words of Mark Ogier, I really hope to meet that guy one day. I'm so profoundly honored and humbled to be inducted into the Florida Apartment Association's Hall of Fame alongside industry icons like you, Mr. Ogier. Kim Maggard, your conference co-chair and my boss, has a sign on her desk that says, "Be brief, be brilliant, and be gone." And I'll promise to try and to be at least two of those things this morning. When FAA President Lori Traynor called me a few weeks ago and delivered the news that I was being inducted in the Hall of Fame, I was shocked. I'm not sure who was nominated for the selection committee to choose from, but to know that we have so many tremendously influential and exceptional volunteers who are deserving of this recognition, it's truly humbling. Almost 20 years ago, damn, I'm getting old, Nancy Lovell took a chance on a dorky kid that was working in the Sears paint department and hired me as a part-time leasing agent. I'd love to tell you that I was a natural, but the truth is that Nancy really had to polish this turd. She, Kathy Ratchford, Dennis Sandage, Doris Granger, and so many others saw potential in me that I didn't see in myself. And today I'm in a job that I love, working alongside some amazingly talented people who care as deeply as I do about the importance of the apartment industry and the work that everyone in this room does. This industry has afforded me opportunities I could never have dreamed of, and I have loved almost every minute of it. Nobody gets where they're going in life on their own, even if that idea sounds a little bit appealing to my fellow introverts in the room. On your journey, you're going to meet people that shape you, who you are as a person, as a professional, and become an integral part of your life's fabric. For almost 17 years this journey, I've had the tremendous fortune to have Debbie Tatum as my partner in life. Debbie's the love of my life, someone for whom I have the deepest admiration. She's my confidant. Her mom jokes are worse than my dad jokes. And while I don't always follow it, she gives sage advice. She's also the mother of our funny and talented 12-year-old daughter, Hannah, who is a little less than pleased that we made her stay in school today. So thank you for being here, Debbie. I also want to thank my mom, dad, stepfather, and stepmother who couldn't be here this morning, but who are also a very, very important part of my life. I know that most of us in this room have chosen multifamily as a career because we have a little something that most people don't have, a screw loose. I kid, but I do think that it takes something special to work in an industry as demanding as the apartment industry is. The extra effort is worth it because of the opportunities it provides, but even more importantly than that, because what you do really matters. The apartment industry provides housing to more than a third of the population and is on track to house nearly 50% of the population in less than 10 years. Quality housing is the backbone of a household, one of the most important and critical human needs, and it's our job to expand access to rental housing and serve as ambassadors to the outside world as examples of the professionalism in this industry. Get involved in your local association. It doesn't matter what your station in life is, your voice matters, and our collective voice is very influential. I mentioned earlier that nobody gets where they're going alone, and because of that, it's so important that you surround yourself with people who not only support your development, but also challenge you and push you past your self-imposed limitations. These are the people who you can trust to pat you on the back when you've done a good job, but are also not afraid to kick you in the butt when you're not on the right path. For me, there's nothing more valuable than someone who's willing to call you on your stuff as readily as they will lend you a shoulder to cry on. I'm immeasurably blessed to have so many people of that ilk in my personal and professional life. For me, these are people like Alex Jacque, Jeff Lowry, Bonnie Smetzer, Mark Ozier, Josh Gold, Pete Zimick, Mark Decker, Harry Heist, Kelly Millette, Ron Book, Jeff Rogo, Peggy Queen, Nina Gang, Donna Ryder, and my misfit phone of friends, Russ Webb, Kelly Senye, Adam Skolnick, Terry Bilby, Rhonda Peterson, Alan Pinnico, Josie Eatman, and so many others. If I had a nickel for each time I'd run an idea by these people and them tell me it was awful, I'd be rich, and I'm really grateful for that. These are the people who have pushed me outside my comfort zone and to be a better version of myself. Get to know and appreciate your peer group. Learn from what others are doing well, but more importantly, be willing to share your time and talents with others. I'm so appreciative of my fellow Florida AE peers, Lindsay, Liz, Francesca, Holly, Cecily, Brian, Anika, Lisa, Robert, and of course the incredible FAA crew who put on a pretty amazing show so far, I think. Josh, Ralph, Courtney, Lorene, and Rona. It's also important to remember that we all do better when we surround ourselves with talented people and support our coworkers. As a leader, my most important responsibility is ensuring that my team has the tools, resources, and appreciation that they need to be successful. And I'm blessed to work with a very talented group of professionals that cares as deeply about the association and the industry as our members do. For them, it's much more than a job. So thank you, Desiree, Monica, Cynthia, and Dominica. I couldn't do it without you, and our members are better for it. Lastly, I would be remiss not to acknowledge my bosses, the AEGO officers and directors who support me, who are very visionary leaders and are of the highest caliber. Ricardo, Lee, Rachel, Jen, Kim, Amanda, and all of our directors, of whom there are too many to list, are committed to the membership, to representing the industry to the outside world in a very favorable light, and to equipping our team with the tools and support needed to get the job done. I appreciate each of you more than I could possibly articulate. There are so many other people deserving of this recognition, and I am proud, humbled, and honored to be inducted into the FAA Hall of Fame. I pledge to represent each of you, the industry, and our association vigorously and faithfully for years to come. Thank you.